morning, everyone. It is Wednesday morning now, May the 19th. Thank you for joining us here for the Morning Cup program. The time, of course, is 6:30. Well, the weekend is just about here. I know it's only Wednesday, but I'm already looking forward to the weekend. And one of the big events coming up here will be the Children's Health Fair. Okay, it's a Children's Health and Safety Fair sponsored by Northeast Medical Center in Bonham. And that will be coming up Saturday, May 22nd. And we have a couple of guests in the studio that will tell you all about that a little bit later on in the program. We've got some other things to tell you about as well, including, of course, the weather, and we'll do that later on also. Let's start off, though, with a story that is somewhat serious here, or kind of serious at least for the Morning Cup program, but something that's very necessary to talk about. Grayson County averages more than 400 DWIs a year. Authorities say that's 400 potentially deadly situations, and the News Center's Chris Scott reports that local officials are working hard to get those drivers off the streets.
Now you heard that. Now you can see that I've passed the test. The lights will tell you exactly what's happening, or it'll tell the offender exactly what to do.
This breath-analyzing device is an ignition interlock system known as the Lifesaver. It is the latest in technology created to keep the chronic drunk driver and hopefully deter the first-time offender from driving while intoxicated. The system is installed in cars of DUI offenders and monitored by officials.
This is the first day that we're doing this, and every 30 days we're going to be installing them more. It's going to be up to the judge of the misdemeanor court to make the decision on which people and which cars to install it on, but with our suggestions and defense attorney's suggestions.
After Lifesaver is installed, the offender must report in every 30 days for review. Every time the car is turned on, the system produces a log that records the date, day of the week, time of day, whether the test is passed or not, any tampering with the system, and the blood alcohol level of the driver. A new feature of this unit is the rolling retest.
The rolling retest feature keeps the person from driving and drinking, and that the unit will ask for a repeat of the test randomly throughout the driving period.
After 30 days, if the unit's log shows a failure or some sort of tampering, officials will not likely give another second chance.
Well, if it shows a failure, then we're going to petition the court to revoke his probation and put him in jail. That's what we're going to do. These people will probably, most of them, be on probation when they have this. And let me stress that the county's not paying for this. The defendant is paying for this. So it's not costing the taxpayers a dime.
Right down below me here, Jim's in the process of installing the ignition interlock system. This is the third generation. It's far more user-friendly and much more accurate than its predecessors. And it's also easier to install, which I'm sure Jim's happy about. But the main feature that it's got over its predecessors is its ability to make sure the drunk driver doesn't have somebody who's sober take the test. It does this by having the driver take a test every 10 minutes. And why have a sober person ride with you when they could just drive you? In Sherman, Chris Scott, News Center 10.
All right, thank you, Chris. And we had some visitors in the studio yesterday afternoon, fifth graders from the Bell schools that visited our studios. And in this picture, we've got Mrs. Mitchison's fifth grade class. And Mrs. Mitchison is way down on the end. You probably can't even see her there. She claims she's about to retire, although she looks entirely too young. But we didn't argue about it. I'll take her word for it if she says she's going to. But we want to say good morning to her class. And Mrs. McNeil, who's been teaching for 30 years, was also here with her class, and there she is in the glasses there in the right-hand side of your screen, and we want to say good morning to her and to her class as well. Okay, we enjoyed your visit, and boy, you talk about having a lot of people in a tiny place. We had, I think there were 42 students in all, and the studio is not that large, and so anyway, it was a little tricky to work it out, let's put it that way. All right, we want to say happy birthday to Leona Vest. Her birthday is today. She's 50 years old, and she is from Kiowa, Oklahoma, so happy birthday to you, Leona. And this is a special picture here, and I'll tell you why in just a moment. It says, Dear Gary, this is a picture of our son, Evan James Harris. He'll be 1 year old on May 19th. He has one sister named Savannah. She's in the second grade at Wolf City Elementary, and it says here that Evan is the son of Steve and Cindy Harris and the grandson of Virginia Paschal of Honey Grove and Olita Harris of Antlers, and he is also a good friend of Twister Holder of Soper, who was on our show a couple of weeks ago. Twister's been on several times, by the way. Evan will have his birthday party on Sunday, and the theme will be Barney the Dinosaur. Thanks a lot. And the reason this is special to me is because I didn't know that we had any Wolf City viewers, okay? Wolf City is in the southern reaches of our viewing area, probably outside of it, and I've been there many, many times, okay? And so good morning to you, Wolf City, if there are any Wolf City watchers out there. I was glad to get that letter. All right, and some things to tell you about also that are coming up this weekend, and some things that are already underway. The Kingston Public Schools will conduct preschool and kindergarten screening. This is already underway, and so today they'll be doing it from 8:45 a.m. until 2 p.m. Children ages 4 to 5 are invited to attend. A parent or a designated person must accompany the child, and parents are requested to bring their child even if they were screened last year. If they are entering kindergarten in the fall, screening is mandatory, and parents are requested to bring immunization records and birth certificate for pre-enrollment, and the screening will last approximately 1 hour, and you may set up an appointment by calling 405-564-2993. Also, there will be a free eye screening taking place today from 10:30 a.m. until 11:30 at the Tishomingo Nutrition Center, sponsored by Southwest Medical Specialist Dr. Quinlan and Dr. Smith. For more information, 1-800-729-3936 is the number to call. Bells Junior High cheerleaders, the 7th grade cheerleaders, will be having a bake sale. They're trying to raise money for uniforms and cheerleader camp, and that will take place at KC's Food from 8:30 until 11:30 Saturday. And also on Memorial Day, they will be having one outside of the Kmart in Sherman. If you need more information, call them at 903-965-4835. And the Darren Gray Benefit Bass Tournament will be taking place May 22nd. This is presented by the Pushmataha County Sportsman Club and co-sponsored by McGee Creek State Park. Darren is a senior at Antlers High School. He was critically injured in an auto accident back in November. He is still hospitalized at this time, and so to help out with medical expenses, they're going to have this Benefit Bass Tournament. And to find out all the details, and there are plenty of them to find out, call 405-298-2486. All right, let's talk about the weather here. We had a few scattered showers across the area yesterday, and the sun came out and made everything cheerful. It's clear out there this morning. The temperature, well, it's 50 in Ada, but it's up to 57 already in Ardmore, back down to 50 in McAllister, and up to 57 in Sherman-Denison. So we're doing a little dipsy-doodle with our temperatures. Wind is out of the north now at about 5 miles per hour. At Lake Texoma, the elevation as of 11 p.m. last night, 632.99, and they were generating on both units, discharging 50,000 cubic feet per second. Today's forecast, mostly sunny conditions. Our high today just tickling the 80s. The wind will be light and variable. Tonight's forecast is calling for this. Let's look at it because I don't remember what it said. Partly cloudy skies. Our low will be in the 50s, mid to the upper 50s at that. And the winds will begin to shift just a little bit to the east. So they'll be east-northeasterly at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. And we will find out about the weekend weather and all that good stuff coming up later on in the program. We've got to go ahead and take a break now. It's 6:38. Don't forget, when we come back, we've got a couple of guests that I want you to meet. Be right back.
We know how to help you save on the truck you want during Dodge Truck Month. Take this roomy Dodge Dakota Club Cab. You can get $500 cash back, plus over $2,600 worth of equipment like air, stereo cassette, speed control, and cast aluminum wheels at no extra charge. During Dodge Truck Month, we're going to help you save. Your Dodge dealer. We know how to help.
There's one exciting place with more music than Nashville, more shopping than New York, more thrills than Disneyland, the Texas Metroplex, Dallas-Fort Worth, one exciting place. Call today for your free Big Bucks discount package worth over $1,500. Call 1-800-METROPLEX. Experience the adventure of Lake Country. Tour the exotic natural beauty of Turner Falls with natural caves and its own castle. Experience the lifestyle of a cowboy. Relax away from the city and phones with over 6,000 acres made for hunting and playing at Deer Run Lodge in Durant. Experience good old family fish fry. Fly to McGeehee's Catfish in Marietta. McGeehee's for farm-raised catfish cooked the old-fashioned way. Call for your free adventure guide today.
If you thought all the changes for spring were taking place outside, you need to come by and try on the new styles for spring inside at Brady's Athletic Shoes. Brady's has all the hottest new spring styles in men's, ladies, and kids' shoes because Brady's is an authorized factory dealer for companies such as Avia, Asics, Adidas, Converse, Dexter, Rydell, Catapult, Eastland, Keds, Ally Gear, Guess, and Weebot. They always save you money with their everyday low prices. So spring into the right shoe at the right price. Brady's Athletic Shoes, 1704 North 1st in Durant.
All right, welcome back to the program now. It's 6:41 on this Wednesday morning, and there are a couple of things that we love here on the Morning Cup. One of them is kids, and the other one is good health. Why not combine the two? And that's exactly what the good folks at the Northeast Medical Center in Bonham have done. So I'm excited to announce that they're going to have a big children's health and safety fair this weekend, and we've invited a couple of guests into our studio this morning to talk about it. We've got Mr. R.D. Williams from Northeast Medical Center, and then we've got Larry Lawrence, who is a dentist in Bonham, to talk about the fair and to talk about health in general. Good morning to you both. Thanks for getting up early and coming on to our program. We'll start with you, Mr. Williams. How did this come about, and how many years have you been involved with it?
Well, this will be the third year that Northeast Medical Center has offered the Children's Health Fair to the community in general, Fannin County and the rest of our market area. We were looking for a program that we could offer to help the children understand more about good health and safety. And our mission is wellness and good health, and this is something that we can give back to the community for them using our facility.
Well, how's it been running for the past couple of years? You have a good turnout?
We have excellent turnout. We've grown from a couple of thousand people attending to well over 3,000 last year, and we're expecting 4,000 to 5,000 participants this year.
Okay, well, if you're expecting that many people, you better have some things on the agenda. What all can we look forward to?
We just have a lot of activities available. We're going from 10 to 3 on Saturday. We have a couple of the Dallas Cowboys, Chad Henning and Daryl Johnson, Crazy Ray. We've got some other television personalities, radio personalities. We've got the physicians' offices providing services, the Texas Health Department doing children's immunizations. We've got fun activities for the children to participate in, as well as lots of giveaways for them to take home, just re-emphasizing health and safety for children.
All right, and one of the great things about it, I guess, is that it's free, isn't it?
It is free to the community. This is one thing that we do sponsor this. We have a lot of the public and a lot of the other businesses in the Bonham and county area that participate with us, and we do this at no charge to the participants.
All right, well, let's talk about one of the businesses that will be involved, and Larry Lawrence is a dentist, as I mentioned, in the Bonham area. And how's it going for you? You've been involved with it before, haven't you?
Yes, we have been involved with it all 3 years, and the first year they approached us with it, we were a little bit concerned about the attendance and that type of thing, but the turnout has just been much more than we had expected. It's a good opportunity for us to help educate the public, the young parents with young children, and we're primarily interested, of course, in young children and their dental health, and dental education is primarily the reason that we have been involved with it for the last 3 years.
So you get them when they're young, because that's when they're more receptive to that kind of thing?
Well, yes, that's true. It's so important that primarily young parents understand that it is that if they get the children into the dental offices and into the medical offices at an early age, that so many times so many things can be prevented rather than having to cure something after it has already occurred. It's actually cheaper to do it that way. And some of your young parents especially, you know, their incomes are limited and this type of thing. So this is the direction that we're trying to take with just health education and dental education.
Just as RD said, the emphasis is on wellness, and that's been, I don't know if you want to call it a trend, but the emphasis has been turned towards the wellness idea over the past few years because of mounting medical expenses. And in the old days, I guess people would say, hey, I'm sick and go to the doctor anytime. But these days, you've got to do what you can from the front end, and I guess that would be one of the big emphasis of the fair itself.
The preventive measures that are going to be demonstrated at the health fair can do a lot towards avoiding future medical expenses.
Mm-hmm. And let me run down some of the things that are going to be on the agenda. We want to again emphasize that the entire family should turn out for this. Besides the Dallas Cowboys, they're going to have McGruff the Crime Dog, Shamu and Friends, courtesy of SeaWorld. They're going to have clowns, and my favorite part, free hot dogs, popcorn, Cokes, cotton candy, and snow cones. Talk about health. Free immunization for children and adults, face painting. Congressman Ralph Hall will be there. You can shake his hand. Drawings for prizes, fire trucks, ambulances, and much more, radio interviews, and there are a lot of things on here. I better not read the entire list here because we've run out of time, but the bottom line is I think you've pretty much covered everything that someone could be interested in, and I do want to say that the scenery there is very pretty in the bottom area. So again, RD, tell us when and the where.
Well, will be Saturday, May the 22nd from 10 to 3 on the hospital grounds of Northeast Medical Center in Bonham, and that's at 504 Lipscomb Boulevard.
All right. And I see here also that it says here a shuttle bus will be provided from the VA parking lots. Now, that's a good idea.
With the crowds that we have, traffic control's a major issue, and the VA works with us very closely on this.
Well, good. That takes a lot of coordination. Okay. All right. Again, we want you to turn out for the Children's Health and Safety Fair. If you have any questions, then you can call this phone number. It's 903-583-8585. That's 903-583-8585, and they'll be glad to give you all the details. I want to thank R.D. Williams and Larry Lawrence for coming on our program this morning, and we got to take a break. We're going to do that. We'll come back and we'll talk about the weather.
What's the big hit at Team Bonner Chevrolet GO this month? How would you like to take a summer vacation from car payments? This month you can buy a car, truck, or van and have no payment for 90 days. This way you can enjoy your vacation and your new car. It's this kind of teamwork at Team Bonner that makes you the winner.
Summer, a time of activities and vacations. Whether it's concert with Reba, a walk on the beach, or a day at the park. At Wranglers, we know what you want and what works best for summer. Classic casual styles in fresh colors and cool, comfortable fabrics. From shorts to broom skirts, from jumpsuits to jackets, Wranglers has your look for summer. Value, selection, and beautiful fashions. From Wranglers in downtown Denison.
Yesterday, Jim Schaefer's doctor told him he had to have a heart bypass right away. So today, Jim's wife is driving him from their home in the Texoma area to a medical center that specializes in open heart surgery. Jim's doctor says he'll have to spend a few days in the hospital, and Jim's wife says she'll visit him every day. Some people think driving all the way to Dallas for cardiac care is worth it, but not the Schaefers, because what Jim needs is all right here at Texoma Medical Center.
All right, welcome back to the program now, about 10 minutes before 7 o'clock, and we've got clear skies out there now. It's 50 in Ada and Ardmore at 57, 50 in McAllister, 57 in Sherman-Denison also. Our wind is out of the north, and overall it feels pretty comfortable out there. At Lake Texoma, the elevation as of 11 p.m. last night, 632.99, and they were generating on both units, discharging 50,000 cubic feet per second, in case you're keeping up with that. Here's what we got going for you on the surface map. snap today. If my little automatic clicker will do it, there we go. A low pressure system is located out towards the northwest of us. That could send a little energy across the region over the next few days and give us a stray thunderstorm or two, but the chances, at least for the next couple of days, are not that strong. There's a high pressure ridge building out of the Great Lakes. It will ridge right across the Red River Valley, and that means mostly sunny skies today and tomorrow. Temperatures will begin to warm back up. The winds eventually will turn back around to the south, and it'll get hot and muggy once again. But today, I think overall will be pretty comfortable. It looks like pretty nice weather for our region. However, along the east coast there, cold front sliding into all that moisture along the east coast there and through the Dixie states could trigger a lot of thunderstorm activity from Florida through the Carolinas and right up to New England as well. Maybe a few thunderstorms in the northwest over the Rockies, and it looks like some coastal showers occurring in the extreme northwest. Hot and sunny over the desert southwest, and there's a cold front that's kind of just lollygagging along the Rocky Mountains there. Eventually that will shift around and push through our area, and that could bring us a chance for some thunderstorms over the weekend. But I want to emphasize that the probabilities are not that strong, and so we don't expect any washout or anything like that. So if you have plans for the weekend, go ahead and go for them, I say. Mostly sunny today. Our high will be about 80. The wind will be light and variable, and we'll look for the humidity to feel all right today. Tonight, partly cloudy skies. Low will drop down to about 55 to 59. The wind will begin to shift somewhat out of the east-northeast at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow's forecast, mostly sunny again, high about 80, and the wind will have shifted around to the southeast at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. So that'll pull a little more moisture in. It'll begin to feel a little more humid. Only about a 20% chance of scattered showers on Friday and Saturday. Again, don't cancel your plans. It ought to be just right. Average high will be about 80, and then on Sunday about a 30% chance of some scattered thunderstorms. Looks like the high will get up just a little bit more than 80, about 83 is what we're calling for Sunday. All right, we are calling for you to come right back after this break. We got some more things for you, so stay where you are.
For $93, Mercury Cougar has a stylish new interior. We added $800 worth of standard features. Then we did something really great. We lowered the price. 93 Cougar XR7 now costs less than Cougar LS did 4 years ago. No wonder it's the #1 selling car in its class. Mercury Cougar. More car, more value for a lot less.
All this in the quality of a Mercury.
It's a chance of a lifetime. Win a 1993 Chevy S10 pickup absolutely free, and you could be whisked off to Indianapolis to experience firsthand the running of the 1993 Indianapolis 500. Plan to join KTEN and Team Bonner Chevrolet on Friday, May 21st at 7 p.m. at Team Bonner Chevrolet in Denison for the KTEN Team Bonner Indy 500 Spectacular. An old-fashioned rally with free food, music, fun, and your chance to win. Pre-register at Team Bonner Chevrolet or by mailing a postcard to one of the addresses at the bottom of the screen. Don't miss it at Team Bonner. You could be one of the big winners. Be there.
Apple Furniture wants to express our appreciation for the repeat business our customers give us. Our way to show this is by offering a customer appreciation sale along with 12 months no-interest financing for qualified customers. Choose from these 3 living room groups and pay only $8.98 for a sofa, love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, and airy rug. If a dining room is what you're needing, what about this 48-inch clawfoot table and 4 chairs at an unbelievable $568? At Apple Furniture, we appreciate your business.
We know how to help you save on Dodge Caravan during the National Minivan Sale. Say you want a lot of options for not a lot of money. Try this Caravan. You can get over $1,800 in total savings, including both our family value package with air at no extra charge and sale prices on popular options like these. Only at the Minivan Store. See your nearest Dodge dealer. We know how to help.
Welcome back now, 6 minutes before 7 o'clock, and we've got a couple of pictures we want to show you. We can't get out of here without doing some birthdays. And it says, Gary, please wish my son Jeffrey Adams Stanford a happy birthday on the 7th, rather his 7th birthday on the 19th. Jeff is an honor student in school, and he is also a member of the Boswell Tiger Cubs. Happy birthday from Buddy and from Mom. So happy birthday from us as well, Jeffrey. And this is a picture, it says, of John Terrell Colley Jr., and it says, please wish a happy happy first birthday on May 19th to our son, John Terrell Colley Jr. from his loving parents, John and Lisa Colley from Hugo, Oklahoma. And that's a pretty noble name. That sounds like a future senator to me. John Terrell Colley Jr., a senator. And we've got a picture here of Joshua Lee Randalls. Josh has been on our program before. It says, please send birthday wishes to Joshua Lee Randalls. He'll be 6 years old on Wednesday. He attends Mrs. Lawrence's kindergarten class in Pottsboro Elementary. He's an all-American boy who loves to fish, camp, ride his bike, motorcycle, four-wheeler, and all sports. And he has especially enjoyed his first year of T-ball. And he has a hobby of collecting matchbooks. Fortunately, his collection of matches does not require the storage space as his brother Kevin's collection of baseball caps. Happy birthday with love and best wishes for Mom and Dad Randy and Tammy Randalls, brother Kevin, Pawpaw, Nana Armstrong, Grandma Dorothy Randalls, and Uncle Charlie. Also, I hope we didn't leave anybody out. I don't think we did. All right. Well, a national company representative traveled to Denison yesterday to speak with local students. He was chosen as their role model of the year. And as the news center's Sahar Diri reports, having someone to look up to is vital as today's students become the workforce of tomorrow.
You can't just get by in life. Life is not that way. And if you aren't willing to be the very best you can be, then something's wrong. No parent in this community send their child here to just get by. They send them here to get a good education, to grow up into adulthood, and to be able to compete and to live a decent life. That's why they're here.
In observance of African American history, a group of Denison High School students studied outstanding African Americans of the past and present. After carefully evaluating the accomplishments of nearly 50 African American achievers, the students were most impressed with Mr. Roy Roberts and selected him as their role model of the year.
He's an inspiration to all cultures. He sticks up for what he believes, and I think that a lot of people that are kind of thinking about school and they're not for sure what they're going to do, they can look at him.
Roberts spoke to more than 1,000 students this morning, then spent the day visiting several classrooms and school organizations, spreading his message to all.
If you learn, you have a better chance to earn. That's one thing. I also want to emphasize the importance of students learning about each other's culture. Because if you don't learn about that, you won't learn about that when you get to corporate America or get into your adult life. You got to start learning right now. You have to respect other people. I wanted them to understand the strength of diversity in this country. It's a real asset for this country, and we've got to take advantage of it.
I have learned that being a black person does not have to be a stepping stone for you, that even though you are black, you can achieve whatever you want to achieve.
It's important for kids to have a positive role model, and certainly he is one. It is important for them to see that they could make it. It doesn't matter what color you are, you can make it, and you can rise up through the ranks.
And as a role model, Roberts has convinced students to reach for their dreams. In Denison, Sahar Diri, News Center 10.
All right, thank you, Sahar. And don't forget, this weekend, Saturday, May 22nd, be in Bonham for the Children's Health and Safety Fair, sponsored by Northeast Medical Center. All right, looks like we are out of time, so we want to say goodbye for now. We'll see you back here at 7:26. Bye-bye.